our beautiful, beautiful APY all down the drain. Okay, so KLIMA is a day away from finality. It's a vote to reduce the APY, the rewards for stakers in Klima DAO, and it looks like it's going to pass. Unless a whale like myself drops 100,000 Klima and says decline, it looks like APY rewards for Klima stakers will gradually decrease. I'll leave a link for this in the description of the video. And I can already hear the cacophony of stakers saying, my precious APY, how dare you? So Creon posted on Medium, which I'll also leave a link for, a rationale for decreasing APY gradually over time. And this video will basically summarize his viewpoints in a relatively quick and easy, hopefully, way to digest. So why would we do this? Why would we decrease APY? Well, the first question is, why is the protocol offering such a high APY to begin with? And it's really, I think, twofold. One is to increase investors. Take myself, for instance. When I heard that Klima DAO gave 36K APY, I said, you want to see someone ape into a project? And oh boy, did I ape. And I mean, great project. I'm glad I did. But that's one reason. It attracts investors. And the second reason is it keeps investors, because if the APY is relatively high, I'm more likely to ride out price volatility, because whether the price goes up or even down, if my quantity is increasing at a relatively high rate, I'm almost agnostic to the price. Bring it on. My quantity is increasing so much over time that I don't even care what the price does, which has been effective. Klima holders has increased to over 50,000 within a relatively short amount of time, less than 2 months, a little more than a month. This is good news. So why decrease? Well, let's first show that the decrease is going to be gradual. So this is a very general framework, not to be taken as gospel, subject to change, but it basically is showing that as the supply of Klima increases over time, so we're currently about 650,000, let's say it gets over 1 million, the APY should gradually decrease. All right. Well, why? As the Medium post puts it, and as others members of the community have put it, there are 3 advantages, main advantages. Chief among them is sustainability. So each Klima is backed by currently 5 basic carbon tons, 5 BCT. Each Klima needs to be backed by at least 1 BCT. BCT enters the protocol primarily through bonding, and Klima is emitted or is given to the community through bonding discounts and overwhelmingly through staker rewards. So this number can fluctuate. If more BCT is taken in than rewards are given out, then BCT backing should increase, which will increase the value behind each Klima. So at these high APYs, Klima is emitted at an exponential rate, and this is just a visualization of exponential growth. I've actually put in 0.55%, which is our current approximate rebase rate every 8 hours. And at the beginning of an exponential curve, the growth seems manageable. From 0 rebases to 300 rebases, there is a relatively small amount of increase. But as we saw before, if we zoom out, the increases get exponentially bigger. So if we keep these APYs, we need to take in increasingly, exponentially more BCT. And if we aren't able to do that, then this backing will suffer. The value of each Klima's backing will, in theory, decrease, assuming price stays the same of BCT. And in the Medium post, these are cool quotes about compound interest. Just Albert Einstein, who's he? Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So, hey, understand compound interest. And the second one I just found today, which I thought was really cool, is Navikant, a prolific, very successful Indian American investor. All the returns in life, whether in wealth, relationship, or knowledge, come from compound interest. Something to ponder. So in the Medium post, it is laid out how KIP-3 should decrease the amount of BCT that has to be taken into the treasury. This delta is the decrease. This is the path we're on. This is the path proposed. And so the delta shows that in 30 days, let's say, the protocol will have to take in 3,000 less BCT than it would have originally. So sustainability. Increasing the backing of each klima, which in theory should drive up the price, or could. We're speculating, but it would make sense that if the backing of each klima increases, then the price of each klima should increase, as the price should be derived in part from its backing. Okay, that's cool. There's two other reasons. One would be that if the protocol is less inflationary, if less klima, relatively speaking, is produced, it should be less inflationary, and it should be easier to get partnerships. Partners will tend to want to deal with a currency that's less inflationary. There are very good reasons for this, way beyond the scope of this video, but that would be another reason to accept the KIP or to celebrate it. And the last reason is it could decrease sell pressure, because if APY rewards are so high, I'll give you an example. I put in one klima today. I stake one klima. In 5 days, approximately, I should have approximately 1.08 klima at current rates. I might not feel so attached to that 0.08 klima. I got it quickly, and I know another 0.08 klima is coming quickly. I could dump it, which increases sell pressure, which suppresses price. If, for instance, it takes me a little bit longer to get that 0.08 klima and in a gradually decreasing APY scheme, I can't expect that 0.08 klima in the same amount of time it took for me to get it the last time. I might be more willing to hold on to that, which should decrease sell pressure. Regardless, these are things you should certainly orient yourself with, things like APY, things like backing of klima. I highly encourage everybody to get to ask questions in policy forum or general in the Discord, Klima Discord. There are people way smarter than I am who have really great insight into these things. Anyway, that's a brief overview. Check the links in the description. Have a lovely day and suck that carbon. Let's go Klima, baby.